The digital world is like a bustling city, full of opportunities and risks. Just as a city never sleeps, the digital realm is always active, teeming with both innovation and potential threats. Just as we lock our doors and install security systems to protect our physical possessions, we must be vigilant about our digital security. Our online presence, data, and personal information need robust protection. We need cybersecurity to safeguard our digital lives. This involves not just software and hardware solutions, but also awareness and proactive measures to stay ahead of potential threats. But how do we know if our defenses are strong enough? It's a constant battle to stay one step ahead of cybercriminals who are always looking for new ways to breach our systems. Enter the ethical hacker, a digital security expert who uses their skills to find and fix vulnerabilities before the bad guys can exploit them. These professionals are crucial in identifying weaknesses that could be exploited. Think of ethical hackers as the good guys in black hats. They navigate the digital landscape with the same expertise as malicious hackers, but their mission is to protect and defend. They use the same tools and techniques as malicious hackers, but with one key difference: permission. This permission allows them to legally and ethically test systems for vulnerabilities. Ethical hackers operate with the full consent and cooperation of the system owners, working to identify and remediate security weaknesses. Their work ensures that systems are fortified against potential attacks. This essay will delve into the world of ethical hacking, exploring its importance, methodologies, and the crucial role it plays in our increasingly interconnected world. We'll look at how ethical hackers are trained, the tools they use, and the impact they have on global cybersecurity. Ethical hacking, also known as penetration testing or white hat hacking, is the practice of legally attempting to penetrate a computer system, network, or web application to identify security vulnerabilities. It's like hiring a professional lockpick to test the strength of your front door, ensuring that no one can break in unnoticed. Ethical hackers employ a structured approach to mimic the tactics and techniques of real-world attackers. They use a combination of automated tools and manual testing to uncover weaknesses in systems, networks, and applications. Once vulnerabilities are identified, ethical hackers report their findings to the organization, along with recommendations for remediation. In today's digital landscape, where data breaches and cyber attacks are rampant, ethical hacking is more critical than ever. Here's why. Proactive security. Ethical hacking helps organizations proactively identify and address vulnerabilities before they can be exploited by malicious actors. Strengthen defenses. By simulating real-world attack scenarios, ethical hackers help organizations strengthen their security posture and improve their overall resilience against cyber threats. Compliance requirements. Many industries have regulatory compliance requirements that mandate regular security assessments, including penetration testing. Data protection. Ethical hacking helps organizations protect sensitive data from unauthorized access, ensuring the privacy and security of their customers and employees. Before launching an attack, ethical hackers gather information about the target system or network. This phase, known as reconnaissance, is crucial for understanding the attack surface and identifying potential vulnerabilities. Think of reconnaissance as a detective gathering clues before solving a case. Ethical hackers use a variety of techniques to gather information, including open-source intelligence, OSINT, searching publicly available information sources such as websites, social media, and online forums. Network scanning, using automated tools to identify active devices, open ports, and running services on a network. DNS, enumeration, extracting information about a domain name such as its IP address, mail servers, and subdomains. Section 5. Scanning, probing for weaknesses. Once the reconnaissance phase is complete, ethical hackers move on to scanning, which involves probing the target system or network for specific vulnerabilities. This is like a doctor using a stethoscope to listen for irregularities in a patient's heartbeat. Ethical hackers use a variety of scanning tools to identify open ports, network ports that are open and listening for incoming traffic. Vulnerable services, services running on the target system that have known security flaws. Operating system fingerprinting, determining the operating system and version running on the target system. Section 6. Enumeration, unmasking hidden assets. Enumeration is the process of extracting detailed information about a target system or network, such as usernames, groups, and shared resources. This is like a detective gathering fingerprints and DNA evidence to identify a suspect. Ethical hackers use enumeration techniques to identify valid usernames, discovering existing user accounts on the target system, map network shares, finding shared folders and files on the network, enumerate running services, identifying and gathering information about services running on the target system. Section 7. Vulnerability Assessment. Finding the chinks in the armor. Vulnerability assessment is the systematic process of identifying and quantifying security weaknesses in a system or network. This is like an inspector examining a building for structural flaws or fire hazards. Ethical hackers use automated tools and manual techniques to identify vulnerabilities, finding known security flaws in software, hardware, or configurations, prioritize vulnerabilities, ranking vulnerabilities based on their potential impact and exploitability, recommend remediation, providing guidance on how to fix the identified vulnerabilities. Section 8. Exploitation, breaching the defenses. Exploitation is the art of leveraging identified vulnerabilities to gain unauthorized access to a system or network. This is the phase where the ethical hacker attempts to break in, but in a controlled and authorized manner. Ethical hackers use various exploitation techniques including password cracking, attempting to guess or crack user passwords, malware analysis, analyzing malicious software to understand its behavior and develop countermeasures, and social engineering, manipulating people into divulging sensitive information or performing actions that compromise security. Section 9. Social engineering, the human element. This section delves into the intricate and often overlooked aspect of cybersecurity that involves manipulating human behavior. Social engineering is a powerful tool in the ethical hacker's arsenal, exploiting human psychology rather than technical vulnerabilities. It leverages the natural human tendency to trust and be helpful, making it a highly effective method for gaining unauthorized access. It's like a con artist using charm and deception to trick someone into revealing their secrets. These techniques can be subtle and sophisticated, often leaving the victim unaware that they have been manipulated. Ethical hackers use social engineering techniques to test and improve the security of organizations. They simulate real-world attacks to identify weaknesses in human behavior and recommend measures to mitigate these risks. One common method is phishing, which involves sending fraudulent emails or messages designed to trick recipients into clicking on malicious links or revealing sensitive information. These emails often appear to come from trusted sources, making them particularly dangerous. Another technique is baiting, where attackers leave infected USB drives or other devices in public places, hoping that someone will pick them up and connect them to their computer. This can lead to the installation of malware and unauthorized access to sensitive data. And then there's pretexting, which involves creating a false scenario to gain someone's trust and extract information from them. This could be a phone call from someone pretending to be from tech support or a fake identity created to infiltrate an organization. These methods highlight the importance of awareness and training in defending against social engineering attacks. Section 10. The Importance of Cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is no longer an optional extra, but an essential aspect of our personal and professional lives. As we become increasingly reliant on technology, the threat of cyber attacks continues to grow. Here are some reasons why cybersecurity is paramount. Data protection. Our personal and financial information is stored online, making it a prime target for cyber criminals. Business continuity. Cyber attacks can disrupt business operations, leading to financial losses and reputational damage. And national security, critical infrastructure such as power grids and transportation systems, is increasingly reliant on technology, making it vulnerable to cyber attacks. Section 11. Level up your cybersecurity game. Whether you're an individual or an organization, taking steps to enhance your cybersecurity posture is crucial. Here are some tips to help you stay ahead of potential threats and protect your valuable information. First, use strong, unique passwords for all your online accounts. Avoid using easily guessable information like birthdays or common words. Consider using a password manager to keep track of your passwords securely. Enable multi-factor authentication whenever possible to add an extra layer of security. This ensures that even if your password is compromised, your account remains protected. Keep your software, including operating systems and applications, up to date with the latest security patches. Regular updates help protect against known vulnerabilities and exploits. Be cautious of suspicious emails, links, and attachments. Cybercriminals often use phishing tactics to trick you into revealing personal information or installing malware. Stay informed about the latest cybersecurity threats and best practices. Follow reputable sources and consider participating in cybersecurity training sessions to keep your knowledge up to date. By understanding the principles of ethical hacking and the importance of cybersecurity, we can all contribute to creating a safer and more secure digital world. Remember, cybersecurity is a shared responsibility, and staying vigilant is key to protecting our digital lives.